time I've taught this class, I forgot to hit record before I go through the exercise explanation, and nothing's going to change on our last one. But I will go through, start explaining the exercises now. I'm going to go through all 12 of them just because we have short time frames. I think a lot of them are pretty easy to follow along with. So first three, you're going to go into a squat pulse. So this is kind of a little tough right out of the gate, so you might be able to not necessarily hold that pulse for as long as you normally would if it was a little bit later down the road. The second exercise is going to be very tough too. So you're into a push-up. We're working on the tempo downward and a strong power push up. Let me let you carry in. So what that means is you're trying to count for maybe a 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, push yourself up. So you might be wanting to do this one on an elevation, or if you get to the point where you really can't do too much of a push-up and you're down on the knees, focus still, slow, steady, controlled, then use those hips, shift yourself back, but focus on the downward positioning. Exercise number 3, we're coming into supers, squeeze through the glutes, body's nice and straight. So we'll crank through that one 3 times. Second pod, quick little lunge, reach. We've done these before. You're not coming into a full lunge jump, kind of in an isolation the whole time. 2 are gonna be on the ground, legs up, coming into that crunch, reaching out towards those toes. Next up, coming into a glute bridge, so driving the hips up, squeeze through those glutes, grab some weight, pop them on the hips if you want to. Pod number 3, moving into double mountain climbers. So 2 feet coming in at a time. We're gonna hit 5 of those, and then 2 normal push-ups. Second exercise in that set, coming down into a deadlift, quick little jump up. So one thing I want you to try to focus on is balance in this one. Try not to touch that back foot like we usually do with the sprinter starts. Try to work on your balance, move more slowly through this one. Last one in that set, into a side plank, adding a rotation into it. So my hips want to flop to the ground. I'm trying to fight against that. So final ones, 5 tuck jumps, and then 5 frog stops. We're in that squat position. And then lastly through, 1 down on the ground, moving plank from the hands down to the forearms. And then final, we're gonna finish on up into a speed skater. Try to really push for some depth and distance on this one. Once we get through to it, I'll give you guys regressions if you need to, but otherwise, get yourself ready to rock and roll. We'll start off with that warm-up, just a touch. So 5 seconds, let's start them on off with a good old running punch. 3, 2, 1, go. More strength focused today, obviously since it's Wednesday. So if you need, slow these down a lot. Turn this into a knee pull. 2, 3, 2, 1, jumping jack, nice and wide. Because we really want to try to get those legs and hips opened up to be ready for that squat pulse right out of the gate. 4 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, external rotation into that foot. Quick little scissor kick. Open on out wide. We'll drop on down to the ground right after this one for a good old set of mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1, drop yourself on down. We are hitting some push-ups pretty close to right out of the gate. So try to press those hands down on the ground, active in that plank position. 4 left, 3, 2, 1, roll them on out, hips side to side. I do kind of wonder if you all could go through this sequence on your own, or if you just totally zone out during this time too, and you don't even remember anything. 2, 1, glute bridges, drive those hips. I mean, we've done this probably, I think now about 25 times over this term. 8 seconds left, and then y'all are gonna come into that groin stretch and squat. 3, 2, 1, take them up. So this one's a great one, especially on today when we start off with some squats. Spend a bit more time on this one. Good one to do during the rest period too, when we don't have too much of a break. 3, 2, 1, relax, little rotation. So when you maybe don't have too much of a warm-up, those legs might start to fire and might get gassed out a little bit more quickly than normal too, and that's perfectly fine. 3, but then use the rest time. 2, 1, high knees, use the rest time. Maybe take them into a pull. One more time, let's try them. Use the rest time to maybe go through some of those hip openers or just little knee pulls, something like that to try to get you a little bit more warmed up. 3, 2, 1, burpees on down to the ground. I can easily change some of these warm-up exercises too. I don't know why I never did, but I kind of like just the consistency. Everybody knows what we're doing right now. 3, 2, 1, relax. So 15 seconds, we're gonna start right out of the gate with that squat pulse. So right down low, trying to pulse maybe below 90 and above 90. Chest is up nice and tall. 3, 2, 1, go. Hands kind of out where you want them. We are working for 40 seconds, so 40 seconds is gonna be a pretty heck of a long time too. The exercises do change, so you get a little bit more of a break from muscle groups. But if you need to on this one, maybe every 10 pulses, come into 2 full squats to loosen those hips up just a little bit more. Go through a little fuller range of motion too. 15 seconds here, then we're down to that tougher push-up. Keep them rolling, just hitting steady pacing on this one. We will do these 3 times, so just nice and steady. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So drop it on down to the ground. And like I said, maybe sets 2 and 3, you do something that's angled upward or elevated, but slow and steady downward for as long as you can. Give me a strong push-up up 2, 3, 2, 1, go. Try to count at least a 4 count on the way down. Control yourself. So you're thinking too, on that slow, steady descent, I'm in a strong plank position. My body's nice and tight. Glutes are probably turned on. Drive yourself away in that push-up too. Maybe you do 3 reps, rest, 3 reps, rest. And by the time you're done with that, you're probably done with that exercise too. Got less than 15 seconds here. Maybe not 1 or 2 more out. 2, 1, and relax, relax. I would rather have you on that one take a quick little rest instead of speeding up how quickly you go down. We will be back down on the ground right now, so we're doing those supers. Arms are extended outward. Legs coming up nice and strong too. Hold for about a second at the top and come on back down. 3, 2, 1, go. If y'all are doing that little bitsy hold up at the top, think too and make sure that you're breathing in between reps. So it's easy to hold that breath up at the top of that positioning, but catch a big old deep breath in and out. We'll pop them back up on the floor in just a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, donezo. Good, good, good. So we're back through that one more time. 2 more times actually, but one more time still makes sense. So steady squat right now. Maybe now you can push a little bit harder. I'm a little bit more warmed up. Try to stay in that squat position that whole time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. If you're maybe still feeling a little bit cranky, hips, ankles might need a little bit more movement too. Do 10 seconds or 10 pulses and then come into a full squat or 2. Feel free to. Same thing. Maybe you come down during that rest period. Stretch through some area that you maybe need to a little bit more. 20 seconds left, so we're halfway through. Fight to stay down in that position. Don't let yourself start to curl forward. 10 left, 10 left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. In this positioning too, I'd rather have you pop up just a bit as opposed to starting to just curl yourself downward or putting those hands on the thighs. Push-ups down, back again, focusing on that descent. We only have 2 sets of push-ups today, so really slow, control yourself down. 3, 2, 1, go. Strong exhale too, gonna help you drive upward and help you maintain that plank position too. Consistency is key here. Stick down onto the knees if you need them at all. Keep them rolling, keep them rolling. Pumping out for 15 more seconds. Thinking about how many you can knock out into this position. That descent is still slow. Keep counting on that way down that whole time. 5 more seconds. We're down on the ground still after this. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good work, good work. So now you've done that one 2 times. Think about how many rests you took during that time frame. And you know you're not using your arms very much in this super position either. So maybe really try to push yourself on that last set. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. This can be an easy exercise too, to just go through the motion and not necessarily activate wherever we can. I want you to try to bring those legs up, squeeze the glutes up, activate too, pull those shoulders up, almost even backward a little bit. We're not retracting, but you're pulling them back just a little bitsy. When you guys come up too, big key, don't crank that neck too far up. Head should stay pretty loose, pretty light, probably just looking down at the ground the whole time. 4 seconds, we got one last set through. 2, 1, relax. Cash them on back. So going through one last time, you know exactly how it feels right now. I want you to try to stay down in that squat position as long as you can. So we're shooting for maybe one rest during that whole 40 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Just keep on breathing too. Big key from this point is it'll help kind of take away some of the tension or pain away from the legs too, if I focus on that breathing. Nice, big, deep breath each time. Hands where you want them, as long as they're not helping you out right here. Just got 15 more seconds, 15 more seconds. Strong positioning. If you made it this far, you can make it through the last 10. Holding steady, holding steady. You guys look good, look good, look good right here. 3, 2, 1, and relax, good. See a few of you just head bobbing up and down, in and out of frame. That looked like you had perfect form on that one, and great framing too on the camera work. Last time we got push-ups right here, final round. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I challenge you to keep moving this whole time. Even if I get down here and I need to maybe use a little bit more of my hips to come up, fight, fight, fight against that gravity pulling you down. "20 seconds. If you want to make this tougher and you have a really well-trained pet, have them jump on your back. If not, it's probably going to be a lot easier without them. 10 more seconds, 10 more seconds. And we just got one last exercise. We'll switch them up in a bit. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Catch your breath, y'all. Superman's one more time. I know those push-ups get tough, but just try to keep on fighting as much as you can, even down further in some of the other movements when we're in that plank position. Supers to finish up. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We don't have to get a million reps in on this exercise, so make sure each of them are really quality reps too. So my glutes are nice and tight. I'm raised up, my back, my lower back, helping bring that torso upward too. We want to see nice and strong that whole round. 10 seconds left. Pumping out last little bit for y'all. Good work, good work, good work. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So 45-second break right here. I'll just give you a quick reminder of the next 3 exercises that are coming up. They're all gonna be pretty simple. If you have some weight, you might wanna grab them right now too, because we will do some of those hip thrusts. But that first one, coming through, lunge positioning right here. If that jump is gonna be a little tricky, I would just suggest changing it into a walk, and probably go backwards each time. Then we'll come in just that straight leg crunch, and then into the hip thrust. So if you have some weight, you can pop them up on the hips. But 10 seconds right here, and we'll get you moving in just a second. Lunge with the reach first. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So just rotate slowly throughout that movement. And then when you hit that 180, you can just come back, or if you want to do a full 360, that's fine too. One great thing about this workout too is that the next 2 exercises, they're not going to use your quads too much. So push yourself on this one, and you can push yourself on the crunches and push yourself on those glute bridges too. About 10 more seconds left. Looks like you guys are doing a great job moving that whole time. Good work, good work, good work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Great job with those, y'all. So that's probably the toughest exercise in this little 3 exercise set. So really grind it out on those. Just keep moving the whole time. If you switch from jumps to lunges, that's fine. Legs up straight, boom, reach up towards those feet. 3, 2, 1, go. If you need them to, try to start with the legs extended, but if you need to, bring those babies down. One big key component we want, keep those legs straight. So we're not trying to rock front to back. Legs are gonna be stable, not moving that whole time. I have my hands out in front, but if you wanna pop on the neck, always fine too. I think y'all are pretty much all-stars enough at some of these movements where you can make some of those changes on your own too. 4, 3, 2, stay down there, 1, and relax. So 40 seconds here. If you don't have any weight, perfectly fine. You can bring those toes up off the ground. I don't know if you can see them at all. But you can bring the toes up off the ground, and that sometimes helps shift some of the movement and focus towards those glutes a little bit more. 3, 2, 1, go. But really trying to stay into just a consistent, steady motion right here. Right when you tap that ground, bring them on back up. If you do hold for a little bit up at the top, that's fine, but we don't want to spend any extra time down on the bottom. We want to keep them moving that whole round through. Try to think too. Here's a key one where you think, hey, try to differentiate between my glutes getting turned on versus my hamstrings. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and done. Good. Standing back up. So those lunges again. Once again, we go through this 3 times. I know this one's a little tougher. Anytime we're in this isometric hold, it's tough, but push and grind it for those 40 seconds. 5 left right here. 5 left. 3, 2, 1, go. If it's a little tricky when you're bent over, stay up a little bit taller too. So you can come right to here, move them all around a little bit, and just keep on moving. So slow, little steady, consistent paces is what we're going for. Big key too is since we're in this little bent position, we don't want to be leaning so far forward. We want to still maintain that same balance between the legs as a normal lunge. 5 seconds left, 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Good, relax. Plop yourself on down. Got 2 on the ground, so you can rest up right here. Come on, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Same thing like I always say too, start with that contraction into that torso first. 15 seconds left. I think this kind of helps sometimes having the feet up in the air because you don't really have much wiggle room to push with your hips like you would on a normal sit-up. 3, 2, 1, relax. Down to the glute bridges one more time. I think I realized I like teaching in my garage a lot better because there's at least some ambient noise around there, but here it is just silent. 4 seconds, glute drives. 3, 2, 1, go. Guess then you guys get to hear too who's mowing their lawn, who's driving around. Probably more exciting for you guys too. 28 seconds left. Keep them grinding. Drive those hips. We got one last set of these. Changing them all up after here. Once again, just pausing for a second at the top. Pop them on back down. 10 seconds, y'all. If you have those hands on the ground too, didn't mention this before, but they should just be as light as possible. They're not pushing into the ground or helping you get up. 3, 2, 1, relax. Take them on up. So that's with anything too, really be cognizant. If we're doing some type of crunch or some type of leg raise and my hands are on the ground, they're not pushing into the ground ever. They're just nice and light. Lunges, last time. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Fight. We got 20 seconds. Knocking this one out with y'all, so I know where you're feeling. Now how she feels too. Finish up strong on this one. 10 seconds left. Fight to where you can. I'm bouncing all over the place. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Shake those legs on out. Crunch last time. So here too on these, if you want to add a little bit more oblique work in, reach 1 to the middle, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. 3, 2, 1, go. And if you really push your legs on that last one too, like I said, try to start with those legs in the air, but bend them if you really need to. We don't want the legs to be the limiting factor on these. We want that core to be doing all the work. So same thing, if we're doing like a Russian twist or a bicycle and the hip flexors start to give out, that's kind of your point to say, I need to adjust this a little bit. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, relax. These glute bridges too can be a good one to maybe alter a little bit even. Go into an alternating one leg stance and you just stay in that position the whole time. Maybe better if you don't have some weight. 3, 2, 1, go. But you can stick right here, same thing. Good option too, maybe put those hands on your glutes at some point. Maybe really trying to feel that they're getting turned on, ready to fire up. Keep at them, keep at them. Water breather up after this one, and then we're changing up exercises. Halfway done after this, baby. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good work. Catch your breath, y'all. Changing up movements. So starting with that push-up and mountain climber combo, we're doing double mountain climbers here. Boom, boom. Difference, my feet just come in a little bit as opposed to this full sprawl. So 5 of the 2-foot mountain climbers, 2 normal push-ups. Then you switch into those deadlifts. So I'm reaching downward. Boom. You don't have to worry too much about driving the knee. I want you to focus on coming down. So try to come down, balance yourself, back up. This will be a lot slower than some of these sprinter starts we've done. So double foot mountain climber first, 5 and 2. 3, 2, 1, go. when those feet come in, that weight's gonna shift up towards the arms. So the arms are gonna get fired up regardless. But if you want a little bit more upper body work, feel free to switch those around maybe, or do 5 and 4. So 5 doubles, 4 push-ups. 15 seconds left. Fighting strong right here too. Last little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Good work. So we're up nice and tall. I'll tell you when halfway is up, and we'll switch up legs. Slow, consistent, steady. If this is all you can get down to, that's fine. I want you more to try to focus on the balance as opposed to the speed. So do these by a wall if you need. 3, 2, 1, go. If you're getting to the point too, where you can't necessarily find a rhythm too well and balance is difficult, move towards somewhere where you can just put a little weight and a little bit of balance. 2, 1, other side, same thing. So it's really easy just to put a little bitsy amount of pressure onto a wall or onto a chair, and it'll help you big time. 5 more seconds, 5 more seconds. 3, dropping down to a plank after this. 2, 1, relax. So down to that side plank, hop up onto the hands if you want. You're kind of coming into this dip. My hips drop to the side. I rotate out a bit. When I rotate to the right, my oblique on that right side is really going to turn on. 3, 2, 1, go. Slow and steady too. I want you to spend, kind of like you did with the push-ups, spend time coming down, spend time coming back up. It's going to be a lot more beneficial than just kind of rotating and popping left to right. If you're on your hands, feel free to bend at the arm just a little bit. Strong for about another 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. If that's a little bit tough too, maybe the rotation is funky for some reason, what you can do, go into a side plank and come into just a hip dip. 2. 10 seconds left. We're back on through, double mountain climbers, 2 push-ups. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. On these ones too. So this is a pretty tough 3 exercise set, but fight if you can, and you really need a break, try to break in that plank position. 20 seconds done. Crank them out for these last little bit. We're back up on our feet in just a touch. 5 seconds. Anytime we're down in that plank position and we're moving both feet, 2, 1, relax. It's important, pretty much like in every exercise, to be light on those feet. I think sometimes when you jump both the feet in a plank position, it can get a little repetitive or a little bit of a pounding on the feet. So really stay focused on staying light. Back into those deadlift, sprint starts again. 3, 2, 1, go. So on Monday, we did the sprinter starts, and just trying to know and feel the difference between the 2 movements. Here, we're trying to focus a little bit more on balance, a little bit more on activation. 3, 2, 1, switch them up, same thing, other side. This one's a little bit trickier to do, especially with both feet, because ideally we'd want to probably do this for about 40 seconds each leg, so you can get a decent number of reps in, but switch as quickly as you can. 3, 2, 1, relax. Dropping yourself back into that plank. Plank with the rotation. If you're going to come into the side plank, I'll let you know when halfway is up too. Or you can just stay on that same side if the switch is going to take a little bit too long. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. you kind of want to think about, if I rotate, my hips, due to gravity, just want to flop to the ground. I'm trying to stop that. So I'm consistently fighting against that rotation each time. 15 seconds. I've talked about it before too, 10 left, where there's kind of a combination between creating rotation and fighting against it. This is a combo of both. 3, 2, 1, and done. Popping through those babies one last time, and then we'll finish up. 10 left, final time into the double mountain climbers. Keep those feet on moving quickly here for me. 3, 2, 1, go. If you need to bring them outside a little bit more, go ahead and do that too. That might be a little bit more comfortable. Instead of keeping them tight together, bring them a little bit wider. I know 2 push-ups isn't necessarily a crazy amount of push-ups, but since you're in that plank position that whole time, they're gonna get tough. But try to grind on through them. We got no more push-ups after this. 10 seconds left. Give me 1 or 2 more reps. Try to finish out 10 more of the mountain climbers, 4 more of the push-ups. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Good, good, good. I think we've done a heck of a lot of push-ups over this term too, so hopefully you got better throughout that term. Consistent balance, maybe too if you have one side, that's a lot more unstable. Spend 30 seconds on that side or spend the whole time on that side. 3, 2, 1, go. Try to think too, like I talk about a lot of times, we're doing one leg motion, think about which one is a little bit weaker. 3, 2, 1, switch them on up. Same thing, other side. And then 2, it's a good thing to think maybe about where I'm consistently rotating. On my left side, especially in these shoes, a little bit more cushioning, I find myself kind of falling to the outside a little bit more, so then you know where to put that extra pressure. 2, 1, relax. Side planks, last time right here. Roll in 10 seconds. Big key, I want you to keep on moving this whole time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate them on out. Hopefully no one was doing a side plank last time because I'm pretty sure I forgot to let you know when halfway was up. But regardless, I'm trying to have you hold that plank that whole time. Fight, crank through, keep a strong rotation. We're halfway right now. If you want to switch up sides, if not, just keep them on cranking forward. Good work, good work. Pump for these last 10 seconds and you can relax. Longer breather up after this, baby. Then we got one last set. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Good. I almost thought about adding some donkey kicks into this last set, but I said, let's just keep them out. I don't need to leave on a sour note from everybody to finish with donkey kicks. So we do have tuck jumps though. I know sometimes these can get funky. On this one, might be a good idea, go 2 tuck jumps, 5 frog stomps instead of the 5-5. But your tucks right here, down to a squat, shift my weight up. Nice and steady. If you want to go 5 and 6, go 5 and 6, just so it's an even number, 3 on each side. We're going to start with those, 10 seconds. I'll give you the next 2 in a little bitsy. 5, 4, tucks and frog stomps. 3, 2, 1, go. You can hear I pretty much stomped down. It sounded like I made a lot of noise on that first one. If you're doing those frog stomps, like I said, go ahead, do an even number if you want. Sit that butt back. Try to activate through those glutes into that squat. On this one, I want you to really try to push into a quick transition. When you get out of the frog stomps, try to come right back into that next tuck jump. 15 seconds left. Probably the toughest one in this set too, but try to keep them on rolling. If you don't hit that tuck jump, come here, quick little squat up, and then drop down. 2, 1, relax. We're down onto the ground. We're gonna move into a moving plank. So, done these numerous times. Start onto the hands, slow, steady downward, slow, steady, back upward. Switch with which arm you lead with each time. 3, 2, 1, go. Widen the feet out if you need them, or drop on down to the knees. This one might be one where you think, I'm moving a little bit more sloth-like. So we don't have any animal movements today, no duck walks or bear crawls. I think we call these sloth moving planks because I want you to move slowly down, slowly upward. That was a terrible way just to throw sloth in front of the exercise name. Doesn't change anything. 3, 2, 1. Stand them on back up. Okay, speed skaters. Done them a lot during the year. You got kind of 2 options right now. Push for speed right now, quick recovery and quick burst, or I want you to do a combo of the 2. Really try to explode outward with each jump. 3, 2, 1, go. So you see how maybe I take a little bit more time in between each reps. If you are going quickly, try not to just get caught into this standing position. I still want you to absorb down a little bit into that squat. So push, shift, try to feel some of that tension shift over to this glute side as I shift my weight and bend at the knee a little bit. 5 seconds left. There you go, guys. Good changes up. 3, 2, 1, relax. So big key on those speed skates. They can kind of be a throwaway exercise if I stay up pretty tall. Don't tap that back foot unless you need it. Tuck jumps, frog stomps, 2 more times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, hit that quick little squat with the calf raise. If that tuck jump is gonna be too much force down on those knees, feet, hip, ankles, shoulders, toes. Let's keep naming body parts. 15, done. 15, done. Strong squat position, really key on that frog stomp too. Rolling 10 more seconds, 10 more seconds, almost done. Good work, Aiden, keep at Lisa too. Good work, good work, good work. 3, 2, 1, relax. Said we don't have any frog walks or duck walks. We got frog stomps right there. Never seen a frog stomp like that, but I'll take their word for it. Back down to the moving plank. 3, 2, 1, and go. Like I said, this is another one. Slow, controlled way down. Slow, controlled on the way up. Fight, fight, fight as much as you can to resist any motion. Core's nice and tight, 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 straight through. Good job, y'all, good job. 15 more seconds, 15 more seconds. Punch out these last 10. Rest in the plank if you ever need to, but we want to try to hold it that whole time. 4, 3, 2, 1, dump them. Stand them on back up. We'll hit these speed skaters and then we'll crank out that last round. Hit now 10. So remember, like I said, if you don't need to, don't put that back foot there unless you really need that balance. 3, 2, 1, go. So don't kind of get caught into the trap of, I'm gonna make this a little bit easier for myself. Here's a great opportunity. We only got 4 exercises left, including this one. Drive on this. Fight, fight, fight. Boom. Keep them coming. You can see on this one, moving a little bit more quickly, not necessarily bending as much at the knees, but I still want to have a little bend in that knee. I'm not upright at all. Pump in 10 seconds. It's important to do these correctly too, because we don't do a whole lot of lateral motion And even so, kind of in our normal life. 3, 2, 1, relax. So a lot of just walking, boom, but if I have to change direction, I want to make sure my body's ready to go for it. Tuck jumps, frog stomps, last time. Finish strong on these 3. We just got 3 exercises left. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Boom, you see how that one took me 10 seconds, but boom, right when you finish those stomps, get into that next tuck jump. Doing a great job, great job, great job. Chest up tall too in that frog stomp. Good push, Pascal, on those quick jumps. Nice work, nice work. Fight through these guys. 10 seconds left. Finish one last round. We're almost done with these tougher ones. Fight them back. 5 left. Give me what you can. 3, 2, 1, done. Great job on that one. That's a tough combo, moving back and forth. Anytime you throw a tuck jump into there and then altered the 2 with kind of that squat hold, that's a tough one. I only did it for 10 seconds at a time, really, too. You guys were doing awesome that whole 40. Moving planks, last time. 3, 2, 1, go. So if you have one side that's weaker too, my left side's a little bit too weaker, you might want to start and lead with that one more often too. Give it a little bit more work. Usually too, if I have one side that's weaker, if we have one side that's weaker, you're going to favor the other side in kind of your normal everyday life, just unconsciously. So here's a good time when you're actually exercising and working out, 10 seconds left, to put a little bit more emphasis on that side that's a little bit weaker, because you're probably not going to be doing it when you're picking up groceries or, I don't know, throwing a baseball. 3, 2, 1, relax. Or when you're doing gardening or yard work or ice skating. Final 10 seconds right here, guys. Keep those speed skaters moving, cover for distance, keep cranking that whole time, try to keep that back foot up. 3, 2, 1, go. Trying to think about how much time I'm spending on the ground when I jump to that one side. How can I make that transition maybe a little bit quicker? 20 seconds here. Move around the space if you want to, a little bit even. Last exercise. Y'all got 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. Good, Peggy. Good fish. Good finish, Chelsea. 2, 3, 2, 1, and donezo. Good work, y'all. Good work. Nice job with those speed skaters, too. I think everybody kind of got on it and said, boom, I am going to give me a little bit of bend, a little bit of activation through. Quick notes, y'all. Awesome job all the way throughout the term. You guys were consistent that whole time. Fantastic job, too, getting after it. I know it's not as easy to stay in a routine or stay consistent or even give like a full effort via Zoom. But, I mean, from what I saw, you guys did a hell of a job. If you want, all these classes are going to be up on YouTube. So Jess and I will be out for the next 6 weeks. Then when we kind of come back from fall, we will be offering some virtual classes in the fall too. We're just trying to figure out how to best do it with like F45 versus yoga versus some of the other classes that we will be having. So if you want to peek at the schedule, it's up online right now. There are kind of a tentative schedule too, so we'll see. But otherwise, go back through, watch them all on YouTube again. It's either going to be fun and nostalgic or boring as heck, and you'll say, I've had enough of this guy for the last 5 weeks or 10 weeks. I don't need to see him more for the next 6. But otherwise, in some of the past emails I had too, I know Pascal has used it once or twice, the F45 at home workouts in that challenge section, they are working. They are free too. Just use your EDU email. If you have a question about that, shoot it to me within the next day. Otherwise, have a fantastic summer, everybody. We'll hopefully get you back at it again in fall. See you soon.